Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Ellenderry. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I am here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out Home practice routine. We want you working one-on-one with a Speak Out provider and then doing your exercises every day. Let's all take a sip of water, and then hopefully all of you are enjoying the new chat feature on our website. If you haven't tried it, on the side of the video you'll see where it says to enter your nickname. I like for you to put your name and where you're from, and then you'll be able to see the chat. You should be able to use GIFs and emojis and reply to each other. I'd love to get some feedback to see what you think about it, so try it out. But you won't see it unless you put your nickname in there. It doesn't have to be a nickname, just really your name. That's the way the software calls it, a nickname. But really just your name and where you're from. It's neat to see where everybody is from. Today's topic is about mentors. Mentors. Are you a mentor? Can you think of someone in your life who impacted your life and a mentor you had? That's the topic for today. All right, we're going to start with the first speak out exercise, the warm up. Lift your voice and speak out. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. May, me, my, mo, moo. Lots of energy. We're trying to activate the speech and swallowing muscles. This takes a lot of intent. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Over your computer again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Every syllable with intent. Let's take a sip of water. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's Memorial Day session. If you did not practice with us yesterday, the video is on our website, so you can watch it. I thought it was really neat, especially to see that letter from Lieutenant Kepner. Speak out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth and throw that ah in front of you. Ready? Ah. Good. Let's do it again. You should feel that it's flying forward. When you do that, you take a deeper breath, you move the vocal folds better. We're exercising all the muscles we use for speaking and swallowing. Let's do another ah. Ah. Good. Let's do a shorter one. One more with intent. Very good. Let's all take a sip of water with intent. By the way, what did you do this weekend with intent? I hope you're incorporating intent. You're learning to be purposeful and deliberate in everything that you're doing. Go ahead and chat and tell us what you did this weekend. You even have the ability to upload photo. So if you did something special over the weekend and you'd like to share a photo with your new online friends, go ahead and do that. The third speak out exercise is the glide. Project a steady off forward and slowly glide up. Don't let your voice go from this note and jump to that one. Try to get all the little notes in there. Ready? Very good. The sound is always in front of you. The program's called Speak Out. Get your voice in front of you. Let's do it again. Good. Keep the mouth open the whole time. Don't drop your head. Be confident. Let's do it again. Good. Very good. Let's do another one. Very good. All right. One more with intent. Very nice. Take a sip of water with intent. The next speak out exercise, the counting, we're going to re-coordinate the breathing pattern. Even though I say we're re-coordinating the breathing pattern, we're not going to think about the breathing. That is old speech therapy. You should not think about that. I want you thinking about speaking out. Project the voice forward and you will breathe the way that you need to for speech. Every number with intent, stop at the end of each line. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want you reaching for that last word. Let's go backwards. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. People with Parkinson's tend to trail off at the end of their sentence. That's because normally without Parkinson's, people usually take automatically, they usually take the amount of breath they need for the words they're about to speak. So no matter whether I'm saying hi there or I'm saying a really long sentence, I will automatically take as much breath as I need. Isn't that interesting? How does my body know what to do for the words I'm about to speak? But for people with Parkinson's, since speaking is no longer automatic, they're running out of air at the end of their sentence. So be more deliberate. Think about the last word in your sentence, or in this case, the last number in the exercise, and reach. Keep your voice strong to the end. Let's do it forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're not going to trail off anymore. Go ahead and get some water. Today's session is about mentors, and I'm going to tell you about one of my mentors. All right. The reading exercise in the Speak Out protocol is building strength and endurance. This reading should not be like regular conversation. It should be as if you're making a really big announcement. Okay, real strong. Ready? A mentor is a trusted counselor or guide. Stretch out the word guide. Say it with me. Guide. Okay, so we're going to stretch out those highlighted words even more than we normally do. Read the sentence again. A mentor is a trusted counselor or guide. Next. Today we celebrate the people we call mentors. Again. Today we celebrate the people we call mentors. Ready? Parkinson Voice Project had a very special mentor. Again. Parkinson Voice Project had a very special mentor. Ready? Bart Bartholomew. Really stretch out the highlighted words. We're forcing ourselves to think about it more, to say it in a different way. Ready? Read it again. Bart Bartholomew. Say it one more time. Bart Bartholomew. And here is a picture of Bart and his wife Joanne, and this is me, and this picture was taken in 2008. You will learn a little bit more about Bart in just a moment. Ready? Bart was our board chair from 2008 to 2018. Again. Bart was our board chair from 2008 to 2018. Next. He shared his honesty, insight, and wisdom. Again. He shared his honesty, insight, and wisdom. Next. Bart was always a phone call away. Again, Bart was always a phone call away. All right, while you take a sip of water, I'm going to tell you a little bit story about Bart, and all of us, including you, have Bart to thank for something very important. In 2008, Parkinson Voice Project was going to move into its own dedicated clinic. Before that, we were working out of a physical therapy clinic, and before that, we were working out of my home. But we were finally going to get our own dedicated space. And I had this idea. I went through all of the expenses that we would have if we billed Medicare and insurance. And I just had like a yellow legal pad with a line down the middle. Okay, and I wrote all the expenses we would have if we billed insurance, and then on the other side I wrote what would happen if we didn't bill insurance. And I remember calling Bart up and going to meet with him in his living room, and I said, Bart, I have a crazy idea. I think that Parkinson Voice Project should not bill insurance or charge for any of its speech therapy service. I think that we would do better if we use a pay it forward funding model where we provide all the speech therapy somebody needs, and then once or twice a year, we would ask them to pay it forward. And I remember sitting there and I said, if we don't bill Medicare, we don't have to verify insurance or collect those insurance, copy of the driver's license, insurance cards. We don't have to hire a Medicare billing specialist. We don't have to hire a collection agency. We don't have to worry about co-payments. If we don't have to worry all about this, we can just focus on what we do best and help people with Parkinson's improve their speech. And I just remember sitting on the couch and he said, let's do it. And so it's amazing to me that the pay it forward system has worked this whole time since 2008. And thanks to all of you, and that's why we don't charge for any of our services. I will say that Bart and Joanne Bartholomew made a major gift. Back then, it was a gift of $400,000, and that's what started the pay it forward system. So I will always remember Bart. Okay, we're going to work on our conversation skills. I want you to name one of your mentors and describe this mentor. What do you remember about this mentor, and say every word with intent. I would also say that Dr. Boone was one of my mentors. I want you to think of ways that teachers can mentor students. I know we have a number of teachers practicing with us online. What are ways that teachers can mentor students? Can you think of a teacher that really had a big impact on your life? Think of that teacher. Who was it? What grade were you in? What subject did they teach? Okay, let's go ahead and move on to Dr. Boone's words. Say each one twice. Gula ganga ga. Gula ganga ga. Be deliberate. Next one. Kuka mangu ka. Kuka mangu ka. Really exaggerate. Ready? Gangla, gangla. And the next one. Kukla, kukla. Very good. Take a sip of water. We're going to move on to our bonus reading. All right. We are building strength and endurance. Every time you get to a highlighted word, stretch it out. That helps you to learn how to make your speech more intentional. Here we go. Over the past 3 years, as part of my forthcoming book, I've been researching how leaders can better judge and develop their talent in light of a changing, more purpose-driven, more tech-enabled work environment. Having interviewed close to 100 of the most admired leaders across business, culture, arts, and government, one important characteristic stands out. They do everything they can to imprint their goodness onto others in ways that make others feel like fuller versions of themselves. Put another way, the best leaders practice a form of leadership that is less about creating followers and more about creating other leaders. I want us to read it again. I really like when you take the reading and you read it the first time, become used to the words, then read it better and then read it best. So please download the reading and practice on your own later. But let's read this again with even more intent. Ready? Over the past 3 years, as part of my forthcoming book, I've been researching how leaders can better judge and develop their talent in light of changing, more purpose-driven, more tech-enabled work environment. Having interviewed close to 100 of the most admired leaders across business, culture, arts, and government, one important characteristic stands out. Okay, read this last part, more intent. Ready? They do everything they can to imprint their goodness onto others in ways that make others feel like fuller versions of themselves. Put another way, the best leaders practice a form of leadership that is less about creating followers and more about creating other leaders. If you found it challenging to read that bonus material, please download the reading material and practice. The more you practice your speech, the better it will get. And I want to remind all of you that are in town, tomorrow is my birthday, and we're having a party at Parkinson Voice Project. We want to, I love online therapy, but we want to see all of you in person. So join us tomorrow at Parkinson Voice Project from 10 to 11:30. We will still have this online session, but if you're in town, come to Parkinson Voice Project, take a tour of the clinic, have fun with us, and Julie is making enough cake for 100 guests, okay? And I don't want to be eating cake all week, so please show up. All right, thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.